What's going on, everybody?
Hope before you go any further, I'll forget about it.
Yeah.
After the live is over, I have something really important to talk to you about, like not YouTube stuff, other stuff that for a future thing. But if something on my mind, I'll forget.
All right, y'all remind me at the end of the live that he said that.
Please. Yeah.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? How are
Happy
you
Monday.
today? Happy Monday.
So that threw us off. My bad.
It's been one of whoa.
Spinning out.
I done went back to a different video. It was on the live.
We got Paul Honeyman hanging out. Man, there's a packed house already. 112 people hanging out with us.
Oh, nice.
I messed this up, guys, from the beginning. He was coming in, we were focused, and then I scrolled away.
And Mike just got here. This is probably one of the latest that he's been. He walked in literally 1 minute before the live.
I was cutting it close.
It's been busy on the mountain.
Ace, what's going on, Ace? Jeannie Lipsky, Charlene Grady, Mama Murphy. Of course, we got our other friend from across the pond over there, Liam.
Liam. What's up?
Auntie Ann, Greg and Gina.
Let's see here. Lonely Hitchhiker Kent, Lisa,
Crazy
Jeannie,
John.
Robert, Greg, Susie.
Yeah, Greg.
Mariana.
He called it right out. He said, was Willie out again? He was. If you guys did not say, our flipping Homestead said, Mike, how about them Gators? Go Gators, y'all see you. National championship tonight.
Let's go, Houston.
Hey, I think that is cool. The first time ever in Houston's career that happened to him.
Your lip looks like it hurts. It does. It does. I got slapped in the face with a tree limb. I got sensitive lips. If you hit my lips, I'll get a busted lip and a heartbeat or like a cold sore or something or try to come up. I got very sensitive lips.
A little disagreement with the woods. Hey, Levi's hanging out with us. What's up, Levi?
What's going on, son? You'll have that whenever you're out there clearing.
When you're working, huh?
Yeah. That's only one of many cuts and scratches. And
Brian Wilkerson, what's going on, brother? Ralph Davis.
Go Gators, come on. No. There'd be none of that.
It's going to be a rowdy night.
Nick, paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
Is it one more live together in person?
Two.
Independent.
Yeah, independent. But at least two. I think there's two more.
A minimum of at least two, yes. Well, actually, we got next Monday will be the 14th. And then, no, only one. Because the Monday after that's the 21st, and we'll be out there.
Yeah, but I'm sure I'll be out there doing something.
True that.
McAllister said, David, don't fight the woods. Well, they was fighting me. They were swinging at me, man. They were swinging at me.
Kathleen Sasser, hello.
It is what it is.
Hello, Annabore. Hope you're doing well.
Gators make good shoes and handbags.
They do.
But no good with the sports.
Well, this year, Paul, I'm sure the whole entire country will have to disagree with you.
But not when it comes to football.
We'll take it one step at a time. Right now it's basketball season.
He's like, our water polo team is superb.
Hey, matter of fact, Gator Gymnastic, our girls just won regionals.
Yeah.
Nice. That's right. What's going on with Dennis Green? Bang, bang, Gator gang tonight, baby.
So Crazy John's in the house, FFC.
That's a bittersweet thing, Brian Wilkerson. If everybody could also keep our friend Brian Wilkerson out in your thoughts and prayers too. He said today would have been 29 years married. Me and my wife been together. I picked up her ashes today.
Sorry to hear that, buddy.
McAllister Homestead. David, did you have any damage?
Surprisingly, no. We held up pretty good. We survived it. It was like 5 days of solid rain. It was a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely soaked and soggy, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was rainy. I don't think the winds got up here like they was predicting to be.
Yeah.
Get yourself chapstick.
Thank you so much. $50 super chat. Wow.
I've actually I think got it in the pocket. Yeah, it's just part of out there building and fighting nature.
Yeah,
fighting nature.
Radio Jonesy, what's going on, brother? He was like crocodile. That's right. They ain't got them gators down there. They got crocs.
Mike is gonna cook gator for supper tonight, but I only had a crock pot.
Hey, listen, you can make some good gator in a crock pot.
Oh yeah.
With some gravy. Ooh, what?
Yeah, you ain't gotta fry it.
Man.
There's other ways.
I'm gonna lie, gator is good. DL. Ooh, now here's a name that is it Boucher? DL Boucher.
Boucher
Says, hi guys, Mike. I hope your ankle is okay. Yeah, it was sore for the whole entire day that me and Kevin was taking the wall down. I posted our video today, me and Kevin taking the metal wall down so we can pull the camper out. And I twisted my ankle pretty good wearing Crocs nonetheless.
Scott Davis gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Scott.
Speaking of gators, my son Levi, which is in here, Life with Levi, when I owned that sports bar, they would get off the bus at the sports bar, and every day, can I get some gator bites and french fries?
Yeah.
While he was sitting there doing his homework. I used to make a mean gator bite.
Yeah. Anona Milton, what's going on there? She said, Mike, you were making me nervous watching you on that ladder. Yikes.
You keeping warm? I almost lost my truck after hitting a patch of ice on the bridge. It scared me.
Dang, Miss Linda.
It hasn't been too cold.
It was cold enough for me to come up here and beg for some propane until we got them out. Hey, I had the heater full blast.
Yeah, Mike's in long sleeves. I'm in a tank top.
Yeah, right.
So there's your difference. Acclimated, not.
Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Spam risk.
Spam.
I should have answered it.
We should have. Yeah, we should have answered and said, "Yes, can I help you? You're live right now across the world."
It's like, as soon as I hit the end button, I was like, "Oh, we should have did that." Back to good. What's going on?
What's going on, buddy? Let's see here.
Gator bites for the win. Yeah.
Hello, all. Can't sleep. Came by to say hi. Well, hello there,
Foco Smith. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Are you saying that we're the type of show that will put you to sleep?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Might be up for a while now. Crocs are dangerous, Mike. Yes, they are.
Indeed, absolutely.
So are gators.
Hey, listen to this.
Just not in sports.
Hey, real talk though. In real life, I will, no problem, hands down, without thinking about it, swim with a gator all day long. I'm not swimming with Crocs.
No.
Not happening.
No, I don't want nothing to
Paul Honeyman, I don't believe that someone who puts down timbers to keep tin off the ground would then fall over the same timber in his wife's Crocs. Real men don't wear Crocs. Come on, Paul. David's got his Crocs on right now.
I wear Crocs 90% of the time around this mountain because I don't like kicking my shoes off with unlacing and everything coming in and out of the buildings. And did you hear my wrist pop?
I did actually. I heard that. So you know what though?
Did y'all hear that?
Those are my first pair of Crocs that I've ever owned, and a wonderful subscriber actually sent me and you those same pair of Crocs. Those are the sporty ones with the grip on the heel.
Yeah.
To be honest, guys, I've broken both of my ankles. I've broken my right ankle twice, so my ankles are weak, and I roll them, guys. I roll them often, and I go down.
B5, you should know better than. Oh, climbing house.
Linda, okay, that's funny.
Hello, David and Michael. It snowed in Michigan today. Oh, wow.
It had a snower's chance in northern Arkansas also just passed. Is that Ridge Life? What's going on, Brother Tim?
What's going on, brother? Ridge Life will actually be here tomorrow.
What? Oh,
yeah. He's going to come stay with me until Friday because we're going to be getting the roof situated this week. And also, Pops is coming up.
Really?
And I think he's going to stay Friday and the weekend with me. He's going to stay over there at the 41.36 until the roof's done, but then I think he wants to come here.
That's cool. Yeah, Cully Texan.
So it's going to be a busy week.
Good point. Cully Texan said Gator's good in gumbo.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that.
West House, what's going on?
I never seen if my son commented about the gator bites.
Yeah, he did a couple of times.
Did
he said favorite snack ever, and they said they were great.
I missed it. It's jumping a little bit. We got, 323 people in here?
Melissa Neny, is everyone safe from the storms? As far as I know, everyone here in our little Arkansas area fared.
But our surrounding area did not.
Yeah, the surrounding area got tore up terribly. There was actually a town just north of Paris that lost like a fifth of its town, got flooded out.
Yeah, the rain was. I think the creek actually did pretty good during this right here. It didn't hit our highest levels that we've seen, and it went down pretty fast. I mean, out of 5 days, we were stuck 2 days. pretty much. That ain't bad.
Well, I was stuck. I couldn't get back on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I came home and I was stuck Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I was stuck 3 days.
Yeah. Well, you're in an SUV.
That's fair.
I mean, you're in a glorified car.
That's fair. That's fair.
Thanks for sending your rain this way, guys. Hey, no problem.
I figured you needed it.
I mean, everybody needs a little drink of water every once in a while.
Right.
I don't see Tim.
Anona Milton said, I swam with hammerheads and blacktip, maybe others I didn't see when I lived in Florida. Oh, yeah. Well, when you're in the beach, you're knowingly swimming with who knows what.
Mike had 2 drifter down moments on your video.
I did. And Lissa did a great job at editing that second one off. Because when I fell out the back of the trailer and a stick stabbed me in the side, and boy, I went to cuss him. And I was bleeding. I was like, ah.
How are the animals loving the enclosure? The animals are amazing. I did a keeping it real today out with the goats and the pigs, and that was comical.
Yeah.
I will have to end up sectioning off a section during feeding time, because right now I stay in the pen with them while they eat. That way that they don't steal each other's food.
That's a good idea.
It ain't really the pigs, it's the goats.
Right.
You know, they butt in there, and they're hard-headed. Even with me there on the video today, they was steady trying to come up with me standing right there. But I have a plan for that. I'm paddocking off a certain area with gates and stuff like that, and then during feeding time, I will put the pigs in there, because the pigs will follow me everywhere.
Right.
They
Right.
They hang out with me as soon as I come in the pen. They come over there to me and hang out and walk around with me and stuff. They've already gotten attached. It's pretty cool. I like the little pigs, and they've like tripled in size, man. They're getting huge.
Yeah, they're growing quickly.
Yeah. Well, they eating enough groceries.
Did the goats discover their gym yet?
No, I tried to get them on there today. I'm starting to train them. I'm starting to put the food up the log and stuff, because you know they're obsessed with pellets, and I don't give them much. I try to keep them as natural as possible, but they like their little bit of pellets every day. And so I've been putting that up there, and hopefully they'll find it. I didn't have much success today, but once they figure it out,
yeah,
they'll get it.
Drops Homestead said they were trapped in up there where they're at in Arkansas. River washed over the road, and they're just now able to get back off.
I mean, the good thing about the river here, Moody Creek, is it goes down as fast as it comes up. It always has for 3 years, and we've had some pretty bad storms. The drifter down storm, I think 2 days, and we was off.
Yeah.
And I actually got out sooner than that.
Yeah. True.
It was 1 day, and it was literally like a football field and a half wide. And that's no exaggeration. That's about the distance.
It was about 100 yards wide.
It was about 150 yards wide. It wasn't flowing hard that whole way, but the water itself was all the way up to the bottom of the hill where we can see the green gate, which is the last stretch of the driveway. Yeah. And it was flowing. It just wasn't flowing fast in that area.
I tell you what, that night that I had to sleep in the Vibe, it was flowing very quickly, and it was flooded way past up there.
Well, we had 200-year floods back to back within 2 weeks. So that was a lot.
Monique Poole, hello. Oh, I got some mail from you today. Thank you so much. We did go to the post office today and pick up some things. Just want to remind you to make sure you go to the post office and pick up some things. You 100% have something at the post office.
All right. Well, I haven't went since I opened it. So I need to, because I broke my phone a couple of weeks ago and warrantied it out. And I actually just put the box in my truck today, because I had the phone in the truck, but not the box to send it off.
Oh, dang.
So I actually put the return box in the truck with the shipping label and all of that. So tomorrow I can go to the post office, and my plan was to check the mail then.
Petrus, how's it going? Mariana says, have you tried to see if Eclipse is better with pork chop?
No, there's no point, because here in about a week and a half, when they move, Eclipse will be running free again. Yeah. And I've actually got another plan for the animals that will play itself out probably this weekend.
Okay.
Something is coming to the mountain, guys.
Oh,
something big is coming to the mountain that will do a little bit of protection.
Nice, a bazooka. That's what we did.
Yeah, a bazooka. We already got high ground. We already got the high ground. So
Randall Graham, he said, name one of the pigs porcupine.
Porcupine. Actually, that is on my to-do list as well. I'm starting to narrow down the names that I want to choose from. I'm going to do 3, and I'm going to put it in for the members to vote on to name the 3rd pig.
Oh,
because
cool.
the one is Waddles, and the one that's being processed is Pork Chop. And it's a shame too, because Pork Chop's probably my favorite.
Right.
That's my dude, man. He follows me around everywhere.
Oh,
But he was fixed at the beginning, so there was, that was his purpose from the get-go. So, but I'm gonna make sure he has an amazing life up until that point.
right.
But the 3rd one, I'm gonna pick the 3 top names out of ones that everybody suggested, and then I'm gonna let the members name the 3rd one.
That's cool. I like that. That's really cool. Oh man, it's been a heck of a day today.
It's been a heck of a week.
It has.
That's what that's about. The title of
Rough
this thing,
week.
rough week.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't have all the damage and we had high winds, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't to what they thought it was. It was just a draining week, and it was raining so bad and so long, and it was so messy. You couldn't even do inside projects.
Yeah.
Because like the inside projects that I got to do, you got to come out and in, cut, and you know what I mean? There was just no way. I really wanted to get some stuff done in the bedroom section of the tiny house.
Yeah.
But it would have been a total mess in there. I mean, mud everywhere. So basically just had to shut it down and do administration stuff. And I am so behind on stuff. And then now this is a family week, basically. I got quite a few days out there. I'm taking Uber out there as well, and got a whole lot of stuff that needs to be fixed out there as well. And Uber to the rescue. So that week's pretty much going to be on that. And then I have a couple of big things coming here to the mountain. I got something for protection coming. And then I also have that greenhouse coming.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that.
It has shipped. So yeah. What did Paul do? 3 pigs, breakfast, dinner, and supper.
Come on.
Yeah. Well, the breeders, I'm not going to name food. They're going to produce the bacon seeds.
Yeah, for sure.
But any of them that I'm going to process will have a name like Pork Chop or Ham Hocks.
Yeah.
or bacon or something like that, because that is their purpose.
Yeah, Auntie Ann, he'll be able to get Uber out and across the road. Lissa and I were able to get out today. We went and washed clothes and got some other things done today, so we should be good.
Yeah, and Uber's always going to be able to cross the road. Uber's a beast.
That's true.
Let's see here. Hey, how are y'all? I enjoy watching y'all. I hope you have a blessed day.
Lynn Davis,
thank you, Lynn.
Brooke, yes, I didn't see the picture until I got home. For whatever reason, my phone's been acting up. And I did see that picture, and that was a pretty nice, it was like a little counter, like a bathroom little counter type deal.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice.
Let's see here. Is the animal coming to the mountain a donkey? Just a guess. Come on, Homestead.
Pam Star.
Pam?
What made you think it was an animal?
Yeah.
You said protection.
I just said protection. There's all kinds. You're going to have to stay tuned. Stay tuned. It should be playing out this weekend. I sent out an email this morning.
An armed bodyguard from the Mossad. I'm watching this show on Netflix.
What? Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, and it's called The Lincoln Lawyer. And
I've seen it.
Oh, did you? Oh, cool. Just recently, he was talking about the Mossad had come up.
Yep. What about Mel and Gary's road, David? Hence the reason why I got to take all my attachments. Yeah. Yeah, Uber is somebody else said Uber's in high demand. Uber's always in high demand, guys. It's Uber's a very handy part of the family.
Yeah.
Uber has its own I don't know. Uber's like part of the family. I mean, at this point.
Yeah.
You know.
But, right in the middle, shall I let a cup? Well, thanks. Yeah. I wonder why. I love the cup too. It's probably one of my favorite cups to drink out of. Although I'm not 100% where the lid is, but I kind of know. But I'm not sure.
So you putting Tim in a deer stand? No, deer season is over.
Oh, where's little Phil? What's going on? I said, hey guys, time got away from me.
Mellingary's Road is not as bad as I thought it was. They did a real talk.
And went
And,
down. Yeah.
and took a drive down SLR's road. Will be okay with the road leading to SLR road is a little different matter. Yeah, love all. What is that road? I can't remember. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty bad. But I have the right equipment to get whatever there. And
Yeah.
if I can't get there, then
Even if we just go around. But you know what?
Uber can pull the truck and trailer there.
True.
Maybe.
It's been, listen, the creek right here, not the creek, but the culvert right here was just overflowing with water. It's bone dry.
Yeah.
So I think we should be able to do the back road.
And the county's pretty good after rain. Once it dries out a little bit, they get on it pretty quick.
Yeah.
They're not too bad. Uber needs a Facebook page.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
Uber has its own following.
Yeah. Yeah, Uber needs a Patreon help with that payment. That payment is the second biggest bill that I have.
That's
Uber's
true.
number 2.
Dang.
Yeah.
Monique Poole says, Mike, you were killing them Crocs today, but you thought Crocs today like your uncle. Throw on some tennis shoes.
Yeah.
I typically do. It was just so
he
muddy
wears
out
tennis
there.
shoes more than I wear tennis shoes.
For
I
sure.
wear Crocs, like I said, 95% of the time. He's normally in tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Unless it's muddy, then he's
yeah.
in his muck boots.
Or I've been wearing my little zip up boots here lately.
Yeah. Crocs for me are just comfortable. I can only wear certain shoes. I had foot surgery and stuff, and yeah, I can't just wear any type of shoe. I could put a shoe on, it could be brand new, and my back will be killing me by the end of the day if it's the wrong type of shoe, and then it's useless to me.
Jamie, if you guys are available tomorrow, I would actually love to meet you out on Dreamers Valley on the Parish property. I have a problem. I have hijacked something from Uncle David, and I can't get it to work. He couldn't get it to work, so we didn't use it. You guys are going to see it in tomorrow's video.
It almost made me lose my religion, so I sent it off the mountain to get repaired.
Maybe you guys can get an idea what it is by him saying that, but I'm going to need some help. So if you guys are available, I'll call you after the live.
Yeah. Let's see here. Ace is in the house. What's going on? Seeing people saying, hey,
Patreon for parts. I like it. I like it, Carrie Allen.
Yeah, there is some movement on the backhoe coming. I can't announce nothing yet, but there is some works in getting the backhoe fixed.
Nice.
So
she said, okay, we are available. It's nice.
All right, and then when you're done with that,
come on.
We always got a project on Come On Mountain.
Paul said, Mike has a problem, all right. Staying on his feet is his biggest problem when he's on the ground. Facts, Paul. That's true.
I have to have a good arch support and enough room for my baby toe from breaking my foot.
Yeah, and the way it was healed.
Yeah.
Okay.
A long time ago, I had like a major foot surgery on my right foot, and it's never gonna be like just pain free. That's not a thing. But I'm supposed to wear shoes all day, every day. Like, period. There is no supposed to be walking around barefooted, which I don't. I got sensitive feet anyway, so that didn't bother me. And but I can probably only get about 3 months out of shoes. And then once they start wearing, I'm done. I start feeling it in my lower back, and then my foot starts hurting, and it's over at that point.
Nice. Thank you so much, Brooke Burks. She said she scooped that up for me.
Great idea, Crazy John. Let's see here.
Francis Pierce said, hello, David and Michael. Sorry y'all have had a rough week. We just got some of y'all's bad weather today. Tornadoes here in South Georgia.
Tornadoes have been crazy.
Yeah, man. It's been ripping it up near here.
It's definitely got me thinking about a storm shelter, but they proud of those things.
AC Kelly. Maybe.
I don't know if you've priced storm shelters, but
I have not.
Yeah, they're proud of them.
I'm hoping to get one.
Michigan Life above the 45th parallel.
What's going on?
Yeah, you definitely need one out there in your own little Oklahoma.
You never know. Maybe next year I'll get us both one.
True that.
Hey, speaking of which,
holy
whoa, Rhonda Cagle.
You did not have to do that.
Hi, David and Mike. Myself, Raylan, and Rayleigh want to buy you a feeding trough for the goats. We love you, David. Holy smokes.
Wow. All I can say is wow on that one.
Rhonda.
That's crazy. You know you don't have to do that. I'm saving my pennies. I'm saving
Thank
my
you
pennies.
so
But
much.
thank
That
you.
was absolutely
And they will love it.
wow.
I will definitely be getting that this week then. I will make that happen. I've been looking at them. I've been searching on Marketplace and everything else because, man, I remember when I bought all that stuff back in the day for the goats in Florida. It was a fraction of what it costs now,
Yeah.
man. I mean, a fraction. It's like those hay bale things that turn the
Oh yeah.
round bale on the side or whatever. I mean, it's like almost $1,000.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. I don't know. It's crazy, but thank you so very much. Yeah, that's awesome. They, I'm actually looking forward to it because back my goats used to jump up in it and they'd have like little wars.
Yeah.
And then one of them would stand on one end and it'd stand up like a slide and they'd slide down. I used to make shorts. Now that I got the animal pen situated and stuff, y'all will start seeing the animals a lot more.
Yeah.
I didn't show them that with their temporary stuff because I got tired of hearing all the negative stuff that went along with it, even though they was fine and had a perfectly good house over there and stuff. It was just, I got tired of hearing it. Let me see here.
And then Milton was like, we had to check on the hotel and make sure it was still standing.
I'm like way behind on my
Bobby with Pettigene River Homestead. What's going on?
David, come on, Homestead, and check out local farm auctions. Johnny over farm does a lot of farmer auctions. Yeah, I am. But to be honest with you, Paul, right now, I've been on a spending freeze, man. Last year was a very, very expensive year for me. I bought 2 different properties last year. I bought the 10 acres behind me, and then I bought the other place, and it ended up having to get a new truck as well. So I've kind of put myself on restriction for a minute till I recalibrate pretty much and stuff. So I've been doing and also all these projects around here cost a pretty penny. I mean, like that fence project was pretty expensive, even though we still use the post and all that other stuff.
Yep.
So I just save for a little while until I get to a point. I know it seems like all of a sudden I'm doing a whole lot real fast, but it's because I've been saving my pennies behind the scenes for a while, getting ready for the project. I just don't talk about it on here because then I'll be hearing when.
Right.
when.
Right.
And when is whenever I have enough money saved up to take on whatever.
When it reaches that point.
Yeah, when I'm ready to start. So David don't have pockets as deep as 10. No. No, I don't. No, I don't. It's cost a pretty little penny to get to this point right here. And I'm trying not to take on more debt. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to do this out of pocket, and that slows things down tremendously. Yeah. I mean, if I have the credit and stuff to go get a loan right now and do everything I want to do if I wanted to go into that kind of debt, but then y'all wouldn't see me as much because I'd have to go back to corporate America.
Yeah.
So
AC Kelly, good question. He wanted to know, I think that was it. Yeah. Does Ralphie get along with Halo and Odin? I'm not sure. But we are planning, and we might do it tomorrow. We might take Halo out there tomorrow and let him meet Ralphie one-on-one, because Halo does a lot better with other male dogs when he's by himself. When he's around Odin, he's got the pack mentality, and if they meet him together, it ain't gonna be good for him. But I think one-on-one, they might be all right.
Rebecca Wagner, come on, Homestead. Any plans to put the chickens and ducks in the barnyard? Yes.
Got some big plans coming up.
Yeah, the chickens are moving. They're getting further away from the cabin. The flies are ridiculous here, guys. They're everywhere. And the chickens are the only animals that's still close. And flies are on a whole nother level around here. So even though they're not far away, I can see all the other animals. It's at least further away from the house where the flies will concentrate in other places besides right here at the cabin. Because this cabin does not seal well. There's no keeping flies out.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I'm trying to that, and also I'm tired of looking at the chicken coop. It's an eyesore to me. I mean, it serves its purpose and it's good space for them and all that, and it protects them well. And knock on wood, I haven't had any predator loss or anything here in the middle of the mountains.
Right.
But it doesn't look the way I want it to look.
It wasn't your vision.
Yeah, I got other plans for the chickens that's much fancier. And matter of fact, they might even have changed a little bit, and they might end up being in there with the rest of the animals. So
okay,
I've got a plan. I got a plan.
Cheryl Lampton. Hey, David, are you going to move the goat hut into the new paddock?
Not this paddock, the next one.
I think that was Linda Oki said, I thought that the rabbits were closer than the chickens.
The rabbits and chickens were side by side to start before I moved them the other day. Now they're over there with the goats and the pigs. That, and I also like to try to keep everything as close together as possible. It just makes feeding a lot easier.
Right, for sure. O'Rourke's Little Field says she's going to war with the flies.
I thought the rabbits are going to freezer camp. They are, but there's a big problem out here on this mountain, guys. There's a lot to do in one person. So everything switches priority list all the time, depending on Mother Nature and all kinds of others. I want to, and trust me, I haven't processed like well, I've done a few out here.
One round.
Yeah, one round, but not very fast. I haven't done it since I was a teenager, a young teenager. And there's methods to the madness and faster ways to do it and stuff. And one of the people that know how to do that is about to be staying at the cabin for a couple of days. And we were supposed to do it last time he was here.
Okay.
And was too busy. And it was also his retirement party, and I didn't want to work him too much. So this time he ain't getting out of it. We're doing some processing. And he's going to show me the trick, because once I learned the trick of how to do one in like 5-10 minutes, it's over at that point.
Gary and Anthony over at the 41.36 are pretty good at it too.
Yeah, but then that's a matter of loading everything up, going there and stuff, and scheduling with them. And we've tried that before too, and our schedules never meshed to where we could get together and have a processing.
Yep.
How many chickens do you got? I got about 14 hens and 1 rooster.
And 2 ducks? 3
ducks?
3 ducks. Good question, McKevin. McKevin says, hey, Mike, did Talon get my birthday present? So we did go to the post office today, and the jerky was not there. I did get some other items. Somebody got us some tarps, some cool tarps. And Miss Beachy got Lissa some birthday gifts and stuff like that. But we did no beef jerky.
Brian Wilkerson said, come on, Homestead. Some people will still say the goat shelter is too small.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, and that goat shelter is nice size.
It's 12 by 12. That goat shelter is 12 by 12. Literally, me and Mike can stand in there and touch the ends and not like touch hands. It's that long, and I don't have to duck inside there, and I'm 6'2".
It's a lot more room than what it looks like on
especially for that amount of goats.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, they can have gymnastics in there if they wanted to, but everybody says it ain't good enough.
Hey, speaking of gymnastics, when we came home with the kids from the bus stop, Willie and all 3 of the baby goats were out behind the shelves on that giant pine tree that we cut down, just walking on the pine tree.
Yeah, and I built mine a whole playground, and they look at it like it's stupid. But they climbed on my Jeep when they got out. You know what I mean? It's like, you can skin a rabbit with a stick.
Indeed. If you know how, indeed.
Make him earn his room and board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skin this rabbit, boy.
Yeah, when I went to Tennessee, I didn't even stay with Tim. I stayed with his mom. So in all reality, he didn't even really host me.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Big shout out to Grandma Carol.
Yeah, she's the one that made sure I ate good and all of that. Haters will hate. Absolutely.
What are you going to do with the old hoop coop shelter the goats were in? Said Cuddly.
Be honest with you, that's looking like it might be part of the ducks playground.
Ooh, good idea. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a pretty good size for some ducks. And so I'm thinking it's probably going to have something to do with ducks.
David, oh, never mind. You just answered that. Can you hit my clickety click? Wanda Henry says, have to go. Just stopped in for a good bit.
Well, hello. Thanks for stopping.
Annabor said, I volunteer to process the rabbits in July, guys. Get your other work in while Tim's there.
Yeah, but the problem is they're already to the size now where I need to separate them because they need more space. So, which means I'd have to build another structure, which means I definitely could have processed them in the amount of time it would take me to build a whole nother structure.
Right. Eric says, David, all my dad had was a lean-to for all his goats, no sheds, and they did just fine.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know how well it pays, man, but those that job that they got up on the with those mountain goats where they're building them feed troughs and shelters all over the mountain as they move throughout the year. I mean, that's got to pay well because that's some high altitude stuff right there. And I mean, I don't know how those goats would make it
I'm so glad they
without
got
their
those guys.
shelters and those hanging off the side of mountain
Oh my god.
feed things.
You know what? You saying that has quick story, guys. So
Story time.
you know, in the morning, Lissa's, first thing she does, she likes to get up and scroll. She's on scrolling. So she was scrolling Facebook and she came across, or maybe it was TikTok. Anyways, there's this lady from Nigeria, this African girl from Nigeria, and she's doing the TikToks or whatever, and like she's clapping back against her commenters, like the people giving her crap, and like one of the things she asked her, "Where do the Africans sleep?" Let me tell you what she does. She gets her and her son out in the middle of the night, I guess, and she goes, "Let me show you where the Africans sleep. We go over here to this tree and we find a big branch," and they climb up in the tree, and then she was like, "Okay, guys, this is where Africans sleep. Good night." And then she clicked the video. Oh my gosh. It was so hilarious, Obviously, she has a home and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was just, it was great.
Yeah, people are crazy. Anthony says, of course, it's like giving a kid a gift. They play with the box.
True.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see here.
Feed them pumpkin for their last meal, says Annabore.
Pumpkin dinner.
Interesting. Yeah, wow, I'm sure Mike will get to the story eventually. Yes, McKevin, the Paris post office. That's where we went. That's the only post office we go to. All of our mail has been forwarded there. So even if we did get mail here, it would still get forwarded there. I am no longer having paper trail here on the mountain.
Let's see here. Did any of the Girl Outs make it to freezer camp? Yes. Some did escape, but some made it to freezer camp. And not this new batch. The new batch, nobody escaped. Also, the goat shelter is just the right size for a chicken coop. Double duty. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's huge for a chicken coop. You could have a lot of chickens in that goat shelter. That goat shelter is big.
Hey, Cheryl Lampton had a great idea. You can make the hay feeders out of the IBC toads. Interesting. That's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
Maybe cutting out the sides and the top and like putting the hay bale on top of the metal.
Yeah, you'd have to do some welding and fabricating, but I'll have to look and see what it's made of.
To deworm the rabbits, feed them the pumpkin. Interesting. AC Kelly, great question. David, what are registered goats versus regular goats?
Well, it's just like the pigs are registered. Just like dogs and everything else, you have registered dogs. Where what is the dogs? AKC.
AKC, American Kennel Club.
All animals have that kind of stuff, like cows do, pigs do, horses do.
Purebred animals.
It's purebred. It's regulated. So bloodlines, where these animals came from and all of that. And it's like purebred. There's no, a hint of this and a hint of that.
Yeah, no Heinz 57.
If it's a boar goat, it's a boar goat.
Yeah.
Or if it's a Kiko, it's a Kiko. And it just brings a higher value when selling. And the bottom line is unregistered goat eats just as much as a registered goat. So why not raise the registered goat? It's a more upfront investment, but you get more out of the livestock, and you also get a healthier bloodline and stuff like that, and you can control it. And you have to, when they have babies, you have to register the babies. It's a whole thing. They're numbered. People can actually go and track their lineages and all that other stuff, and it's just a good way to have a good, healthy herd, and kind of know what you get, where you're not getting like a sickly bloodline and stuff like that.
Two things. First thing, what's going on, Pops? Pops is hanging out with us.
What's up, Pops?
Second thing, Eric makes a good point. Yes and no. There's two parts to that. Don't registered taste the same as the others. Yes and no.
Yeah.
However, if you was to sell one of your goats to the public, a registered is going to bring in more cash than an unregistered.
About twice what a non-registered one was.
And
those coonies out there is not cheap.
Right.
That was an investment. But it's an investment for the future that will generate income in the future.
Right.
It's one of those things where you know, I don't like to have all my eggs in one basket per se, you know what I mean? So I like little revenue streams here and there because it adds up. You don't have to make a fortune on the pigs.
Right.
But if you're making a little bit on the pigs and a little bit on the goats and a little bit on the chickens and a little bit here, well, that adds up to being a really big benefit in the long run.
True. Trina says, how old before the pig's processed?
Different breeds have different timelines. Coonies take a while. They're a little bit longer than just your standard like meat pig that you're gonna grow up for meat and stuff, and they don't get as big either, so you're not gonna produce as much meat.
Right.
But the quality of the meat and stuff is good. And for me, it's temperament and environmental is the main reason why I went with coonies because they're considered pasture pigs. They're made for pastures. They don't do the rooting and tearing up your land and all that other stuff. They're actually very healthy for your land if you rotate grazing with them, following like goats or cows or whatever.
Yep.
They'll kind of mix everything up, and it just makes for a healthier land,
Right.
pretty much. So that, which in turn will do all kinds of stuff if you want to garden or if you just want healthy grass for your animals to eat.
Yep.
And all that other stuff, because what you feed your animals is what you're going to get. You know what I mean? If you go skimping on them and stuff like that, you're going to taste it.
Coonies are expensive, even unregistered.
Yes.
I can't believe how much they've gone up, just like hens.
Yeah. But they're sought after because of those things. And from what I hear, the bacon, I've never had cooney bacon, but I heard that their bacon is amazing.
Yes, Mr. Moonclips. He said, I saw the video you did at Juneau Acres. Is that the animals you want to have on your homestead? Those are the same pigs.
Yeah,
coonies.
Yeah, those are, but they actually have a lot of the type of animals that I'm wanting to have here on this homestead. And there will be future animals gotten from them for Come On Mountain. I know for a fact that they do it right, that their animals are took care of and loved and all that other stuff. And I know it's a good place for their breeding and all that other stuff. So I will definitely be using them for as many of the animals as they got that I'm wanting here. And honestly, they got just about all of them, but maybe one. So yeah. A lot of those animals are going to come from there, which I will be getting a male from one of their friends that breeds as well.
Nice.
That's a reputable person as well, because from what they was telling me with coonies, a lot of people will say they're registered and fake it. And then when they grow up, they look nothing like coonies. So, and also inbreeding and all that other stuff. That's another thing for the registry and stuff like that. It helps control like people trying to breed within the families and stuff like that to get a pure bloodline.
Yeah.
No, I will not be getting camels. Camels are cool, but yeah, maybe when I retire and I have nothing to do but take care of animals, but not while I got so much to do.
Raquel, but Cottonwood Ranch, what's going on?
Give her diesel.
And I know this. You said this back a little bit a while ago. Michigan Life Above the 45th said they have to build a structure for their animals. Well, that's because it's cold up there where you guys are at.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
you've seen what the snow did to their little patio well.
Yeah. Yeah, if it takes down a patio, it might take down a goat. We don't really have those harsh environments. We do get snow and stuff like that. But animals are made for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? That's why all the animals here, when winter comes, you'll notice they're twice as fat.
Yeah.
Because they grow out all of this fur. They are built for that.
I mean, look at Chief. Chief looks, man.
I'll tell you one of the hardest things I have to do every winter that's rarely shown on camera. Rounding up all the deer out here and getting them in their shelter for winter.
True.
Like all of them. Do you know how hard it is to catch a deer?
Well, it's so hard that we can't show it on camera.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
Mariana said, get a llama. Hawk to it.
That is in the future. I want a llama to protect like the sheep and the goats and stuff in the future. Right. And I want a donkey to protect the cows and the horses.
Nice.
Yeah. That because they're cool. The big old necks just by. I just love it.
Yeah, Cully, good point. Our hardships are the summer heat and the humidity, I guess. It's not so humid here, but
Brian said you could turn the old goat shelter into a greenhouse. Don't need to. I got a really nice one coming.
It's a nice one. Cully Texan, you need a guardian donkey. So that is something that Lissa is wanting to have. We've come to the conclusion that just as a family with DD5, we will never be able to have a livestock guardian dog because we're suckers for dogs. They will never be guardians. They will always be pets, no matter what. So, I mean, we pulled. Well, Lissa did it. She pulled the dog off the side of the mountain, and it's sleeping in the bed with us. So, I mean,
most of the deer look like small dogs around here. Ella, I'm used to 200-pound mule deer.
Hey, here in Arkansas, they're 3 times as big as Florida. In Florida, they look like
all dogs. The animals are miniature in Florida. I guess it's the vegetation.
Even the squirrels.
Admit it, you fell asleep on the keyboard last night and slobbered all over.
I can see Jamie doing that.
So glad you are pointing out how thunderstorm. What?
It's pouring down rain and severe thunderstorm watch till 10.
David, so glad you were pointing out how animals adapt to the weather.
Oh, Eric, yes.
Yeah, Eric. Yeah, it's a shame that I have to, but I hear so much. I get so much slack, man. And what people don't realize is all of my animals, if you watch them on camera, they all play to the camera and got personalities and all. That doesn't just happen. That's not natural for these wilder animals like this to just naturally be that friendly and nice, you know. Like most of the time, your rams and stuff like that, man, they're mean.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Really?
They attack
I didn't
you.
know that.
Oh, yeah. They attack you and they're all dominant because that is territorial, right?
Willie is starting to be a little more meaner.
Chief ain't like that, is he?
Not really.
Every once in a while, Chief would kind of bow up, but he's playing. Like literally, you can see him jump and not even like come at me. He just bows up and plays around with me.
That's how Willie is.
You know, and like even my rooster. Roosters are normally mean, and which Mike's got a war with roosters down there. Yeah. I can go in my chicken coop, and my rooster don't even mess with me. He just looks at me like, "Hey, what are you doing in here? Are you giving us some groceries?" So there's a reason why my animals are like they are, and it's not because they're being mistreated. That's for sure.
You know what? I remember that from. I haven't seen a video in quite some time. I won't lie, Raquel with Cottonwood Homestead or Cottonwood Ranch. She does have a livestock guardian dog, and she ends inside and still does her job.
Yeah. Was she trained that way, or
probably?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. We didn't train ours very good. That's right, Linda. Okie dokie. Mike, you are blaming it all on Lissa and the dogs. Absolutely.
There are about 100 wild turkeys down the road from me, just hanging in a field. What? Well, make sure that you get them up in their coop tonight. And it needs to be bigger than the goat shelter.
Right. Right.
Oh, man.
Karen Klugel, hello, hello.
Hello.
10-4 McKevin, I got you loud and clear. I'll check that tracking number out.
Brian's back with the 10-minute warning.
Yeah, Eric.
We missed you, buddy.
Pythons are nothing new to Florida. They've been there for forever down there in the Everglades.
And that's because of Miami. Everybody buying them as pets, and then they get big and don't know what to do with them, and they release them in the Everglades, and it is like a natural habitat for them that they can thrive in, and they are like it's a really big problem in the Everglades.
Yeah, it's
huge problem.
Bad. They actually pay people to go pull pythons
because
out
it's killing the wildlife out there, and it's messing up the whole dynamics of Mother Nature out there.
Nice. You know what, Raquel? That made me feel so much better. She said, no, it's just in his blood. We've done nothing to train him around the animals. He's only 7 months old and getting close to 100 pounds. That's just like Wednesday. She just turned a year old. She's about 100 pounds. And so that makes me feel good. Good deal. Good deal.
Wild turkey breast cut into strips and southern fried is the bomb diggity.
I'm sure. Cully, it wouldn't have mattered if he sent it to the old P.O. box because I've done the change of address form and all of my mail is still being forwarded to the new P.O. box. And I know that because we're still getting the yellow strips, you know, when it's a forward. So
I got a bunch of envelopes in the mailbox today. Yes, I checked the mailbox.
Nice. Man.
It had a bunch of F's on it. I kind of felt like it was like an FU. You know what I mean? Like pick up your mail. You know? Man. But every one of them had an F in the corner.
Gene, hello.
Ecosystem with snakes and lizards really screwing Florida up. Oh yeah, you go to Miami, you got iguanas everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I mean, really, you don't even have to get all the way down to Miami,
nah,
but Miami's got an issue.
yeah, for sure.
Yep, that's the one, McKevin.
Come on, Homestead. I sent you a grill you need. All right, I'll take a look at it.
Expect that pain for a few days. Oh, he's talking to somebody else.
Where are we at? Oh, we 8 minutes away. 8 minutes away. So yeah, it's about to be very busy here with Pops here and Tim here and the roof thing and the Ubering and then prepping this guy right here to get the beaver out of here. And hopefully Mother Nature works with us with that. She threw a couple punches at us the last couple of days. I'm not gonna lie. It was looking good everywhere. It was dry. I will say that HQ looks amazing with all the rain that we got.
Right.
So I am so glad that I was able to get out there and get that leveled. I wish I could have got back there done, but it drains pretty good back there. It's just where the ruts are, just like everywhere else. Where there's ruts, it's crazy.
Cully Texan and I watched the same guy on TikTok. Yoink. He said there are people on TikTok that film themselves walking in the Everglades, yoinking the invasive species, and that's what he'll grab it, the noise. He'll go yoink and grab the whatever it is, And he walks barefoot. He's barefoot out there in the water. That guy's.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Florida man. That's the Florida man.
Come on, Homestead. Mike might have seen it. LOL.
Oh, what? What?
Some grill I need.
Oh, maybe I had to look at my pictures.
Yeah, I'm not walking in the Everglades. I'm not really walking anywhere barefooted. We had that conversation earlier tonight.
That's true. That's true.
Let's see here.
He does his warning
Anna
bark.
Board says so she watches him too.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, oh, that's cool. Cottonwood Ranch says that he does his warning barks all the time, keeps the wildlife away, so he's doing a great job. Yes, listen, Wednesday does a great job at barking at all the wildlife all night long, keeping me up all night long.
His animals have no problem making noise, guys. It's funny, Serenity asked, was I going to miss them? I said, I'm going to miss y'all terribly, but there's a couple animals down there. I'm not going to miss too much.
All the animals make noise.
Because all of Mike's animals are loud.
Listen,
his roosters are on a whole nother level. And then my rooster gets going. My rooster's not innocent because he caves to peer pressure.
Yeah.
And it's all night long. Like it's not like just in the mornings of daytime. I just heard them.
Yeah,
right now.
I can hear them all the way up here. Yeah,
but it's 11 o'clock at night and the roosters are crowing back and forth together.
What are they doing? It's
like mine's on my roost over here talking back to him and stuff, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? The dogs used to be the loud ones, but now Willie took that spot.
Yeah. Have a good night, Dennis Green.
So it's crazy. I'm gonna miss the dogs, but I'm not gonna miss the noise of the dogs.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You have lonely animals, David, but Domino and his little lovely animals, David, but Domino and his little tail wagging bum gets me every time. Oh yeah, I can't wait for Eclipse to be able to run around again, and I hope that she gets back to her old ways where she stays in the area and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She has no destination at this point, so I'm thinking we'll be good. We'll see. I'm gonna let her run down there when they leave, and I'm just gonna meet her down there and be like,
told you.
They're gone. I mean, are you ready to come home now? Willie is hilarious. Oh yeah, Willie's a natural for the camera.
Brooke Birch, yes, Willie's does still scream. However, Lissa's favorite baby goat, Mystic, is even louder than Willie. It's
the one that looks like a gremlin.
Yeah. It's insane.
They should have named that one like Gizmo or something like that, because that joker looks just like a gremlin.
Virginia Alexander, hello.
4-minute warning. 4-minute warning.
So I know, most of our friends right here are not big sports fans, but national championship tonight. Who do you guys got? Is it the Gators? Houston Cougars?
Houston boys.
Let me know. I know, Paul. Take your shots. Good night, Pops.
I'm a Gator hater, so it don't matter if they was playing, Yale County Elementary. I'm gonna go for the Yale County Elementary. It's just the way it is.
I'm done with my coffee.
Oh, I'm done with my. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not done with mine.
I'm getting pumped up for the game.
Yeah, it's cool. What hour?
Yep, game starts right at about an hour. Yep.
I might have it on in the background. I don't really watch a lot of basketball. I like everything live. The only thing I really watch is
Yeah, he is Mariana.
football.
He's a Niner hater too. He don't know what's good. He don't know.
He's
He's got a little bit of taste. He knows some things, but some things he just don't know.
I mean, I know sports.
Kevin is hooked on Razorback baseball. Hey, shout out to Arkansas. Now they're doing their thing.
I'm telling you, live though, I'll go watch a good baseball game, basketball game. Hockey is actually one of my favorite things live, and you couldn't pay me to watch it on TV.
Right.
You know, just the energy of a hockey stadium when it's going off.
Yeah.
You know, it's just going off. It's amazing. I love the energy
Yeah.
of a hockey game.
That's right. #1 in baseball right now. Have a good night, Rick Greenlaw. I hope everybody has a very safe Monday.
Did you see Kansas City change their name from the Chiefs to Swifties?
I won't lie. I'm a Swiftie too.
You look like a Swiftie.
I am. That's my boo. That's my boo. Shake it off. Shake it off.
And there you go. That's what a Gator fan is right there, guys. A Swiftie.
Oh, Rhonda Hooler, good night, everybody. FFC, good night. Beachy, so glad you're all okay away from the crazy storms and flooding. I know that's right.
No, how could you, Mike?
Yeah.
I told you wasn't right. I told you.
Oh, man. Hey, I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just going to be quiet.
Mike, honestly, it's sports, buddy. IDGAF, because I'm not going to say that about any sport.
That's true, Paul. I know you're a sports hater. I still love you.
I mean, haters going to hate. Haters going to hate. I actually do like sports. Have a great evening. Love you, David and Mike. Thank you, Auntie Ann.
Oh, Misty Albert, come check out a Red Wings game with me. That's what I am. I'm a Red Wings fan. Hey.
Nice. Hey, I'm down. Like I said, man. Baseball probably to me, even though I love playing baseball is one of the hardest ones to watch in person because it's so long.
Yeah, it's a long game.
It's a long game, but it's still fun. Sitting there eating a hot dog, you know. I'm not that, and also I'm not a beer drinker, so
true.
You know what I mean.
True.
So having a hot dog and a beer all day just ain't kind of my thing.
Yeah. Mariana's like, no, the Sharks.
No, Tampa Bay Lightning.
You know what?
All day. I seen them when they won their first championship.
I remember. I remember when all that happened. I remember. Yep. Have a great weekend. Mike needs to get off the ground ASAP, said Paul. Coming soon. It's Metal Week. It is Metal Week.
Yeah, and then Move Week, and then go to Florida. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy one, guys.
Here we go.
Love every single one of y'all. Y'all have a good night, guys. We'll do this again Monday. Let's go, Houston. Y'all have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Till we see each other again. Let's go on another adventure. Come on.